Is Canelo Alvarez going to end his career a duck? Is this going to be the biggest duck ever all time in boxing? Because it's looking like it's building up that way. I mean, there's no other way. A lot of, usually we say there's no boogeyman in boxing. There's no ducking or there's no, it's all like financial reasons. There's no damn reason why Canelo isn't fighting Benavidez. Like, Benavidez is going to be literally the first boogeyman in boxing to actually really be the boogeyman. Because that's what Canelo is making him seem like. It seems like Canelo and his team want nothing to do with this man. And if Canelo goes to Matchroom, which I'm a little bit skeptical of, right? Because if you have a contract with someone, I don't imagine that you could just say, oh, breach of contract and leave. Usually when someone says, oh, that's a breach of contract, well, then you still got to settle it, right? You got to prove that it's a breach of contract. I mean, if you've seen Ryan Garcia suing Golden Boy for that, he says they had a breach of contract. That's still not settled. They're still going through that process. They're fighting still. They're still working together on a fight, but that's still not settled. These contract things, this is not the WWE where a guy goes and he tears it up, where he says that's a breach of contract, and they go and do something else in the same day, within a week. It's all decided. No, it's not the way this works. Okay, we have to go through lawsuits or arbitration, and someone have to settle whether it was a breach of contract. Was there agreed opponent list before when the contract was signed? Who had final say on the opponents, right? If they didn't have that, right, and maybe they both had to agree, and maybe the PBC said, well, we made an offer, right, for him to fight Benavidez, and we offered his guarantee, and then we gave him another offer to fight Munguia or Crawford with his guarantee. Well, then we did our part. We covered our part. See, this is what happens in the UFC. This is what happens in all promotions. They have a deal with you. They have to offer you a certain amount of fights with a certain amount of money that you agreed to. They offer that. You turn it down. They are now free to move on with their business because they offered you the fight. You didn't take it. And it was all within the terms of your deal. So the whole point with his deal would be like, who has final say on his opponent? Who picks the opponent? And does it have to be a two-way agreement, or does Canelo have final say on it? And if they're not offering what he wants, then he can just get up and walk. But it's not that easy. It's not that quick. It's not going to happen like that overnight. I really don't believe so. But if he does leave to Matchroom and he fights Berlanga, I mean, that's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke of a fight. No one besides Berlanga's family thinks that Berlanga is world championship level. Now, I'm not talking about, king of the division. I'm talking about world championship level, where there are 4 in every division. And I'm talking about mid-level guys get world championship. He's nowhere near world championship level in boxing. If Canelo leaves because he doesn't want to fight Benavidez, or he didn't want to fight Munguia Benavidez, or whatever combo they had, to go fight Berlanga and then Munguia, it is a duck. There is no way around it. So right now where Canelo is, there's a line. He's either going to fight Benavidez or he's going to duck, because there is nothing that's getting in the way of this fight. It's not financially. It's the biggest fight that he could have. It's not a weight division. They're in the same exact weight division. And it's not an across the street thing, because they're on the same damn side of the street. And Canelo basically makes a call for whoever he wants to fight in boxing. This is setting up to be one of the biggest ducks of all time. The greatest duck of all time in boxing if Canelo does not fight Benavidez. And if Canelo goes and fights Berlanga, it's just the cherry on top of humiliation for Canelo's career, for people that were diehard Canelo fans defending him in this whole situation. And it will be the way he's remembered. It will be leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth when they remember his career.